welcome back to my channel. I'm here to bring you this gorgeous hair tutorial. I have not brought you guys a tutorial in a while. It's been kind of like makeup after makeup after makeup, so I think it's about time I give y'all a little something, a little something. This is definitely a protective style. You can put some like butters and like oils in your hair and like keep it down. You ain't gotta worry about it. Throw the bonnet on, shake it out. If this gets a little cruddy, you just cut it, call it a day. The hair is definitely big as hell, and I wasn't prepared. I've never done crochet before ever in my life, so you live and you learn. It's an experience, but honestly, like, I love it. It's fucking glorious. Like, you can't tell me I'm not the Queen of Sheba right now. I'm looking like Rapunzel's black, half black cousin, okay? From the hood. Rapunzel's half black cousin from the hood. You guys really enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry, my finger is like fucked up. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so I'm starting out with some freshly blown out hair and some shine jam, a couple of clips, and a hair tie, just so that I can move pieces of hair out the way so I can see them more clearly. So I parted my hair, I parted on my crown, and then just kind of moved whatever the back of the hair, back with all the hair, and put that in a ponytail. Y'all, I'm really bad at explaining, so I'm gonna try, but you guys can see what I'm doing clearly. Split my crown into two. So I had a really hard time parting. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I should have just, okay, so you split the crown in half, then you just split those the two parts in another half, and then split those to other half, so you'll have 4 sections of hair and it'll be equal. I was literally struggling so hard with my parting. My mom was like, let me just help you part next time, and I'm like, ma'am, please, ma'am, please. So I'm kind of just marking where I'm gonna part the hair, like a rough draft in a way, and then when I get to the actual pieces, I then go ahead and solidify the parts in which I want. So now I'm just taking some rubber bands, putting some oil on them. I was using the black castor oil. I was using the Mael Organics bottle. By the way, that minty oil as well is really bomb. Definitely get it if you do want to try it. But I was using the black castor oil. I just like the drop bottle. So yeah, I'm just parting those sections into 2 and putting some more shine and jam on the root, making sure the parts are straight, and then I go ahead with those rubber bands and start putting them on there, I guess. your two front pieces, get those nice and secure. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist your hair to the opposite piece. I'm not sure. But yeah, just watch. One thing that I do want to say is that just make sure that the front rubber bands are secure. Mind you, we don't want it too tight so that it's pulling on our hair. Like, you'll know if something is too tight. But I want them tight enough so that they don't move. Because a lot of times what I find with this method or these rubber bands or whatever is that it moves because you're so afraid that it's going to pull on your hair. So just tighten it a little bit. Don't stress your hair too much. And there we go, we have our first crisscross. So I'm gonna do it again for you so that you guys can see, because I have to do it across my head. So I'll just do it one more time and then we're gonna move on to the next step. Want your parts to be fire, just literally put some Shine and Jam in your parts, then repart. It'll help with being able to get a nice clean part. And girl, don't forget to pull out them edges so that you can make sure you can, you know, have that frontal look without it being a real frontal. Once I did that wig one time, I'm like obsessed with edges. Like, I get it now. I am the girl that gets it. At first I did not, but now I get it. After I finished with both sides, then my mom went ahead and braided my hair. I am not a part of the I Can Braid My Hair coalition. I wish I was, but child, no. So she just went back there and just, do some little dookie braids or whatever, little straight backs. So make sure you oil that scalp. Like, put some oil in that scalp, whatever oil you have. I use the black castor oil, argan oil smell. Girl, go to the store and smell that. That thing smells so good, and like it doesn't have that nutty smell that black castor oil normally. The hair that I'm using is the Bobbi Boss Brazilian Water Wave in the color 1B. It's a 22 inches full volume natural texture. It was $7.99 at the store, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get it. Okay, and I just crocheted that little piece of hair back in there. You can use a pin, you can sew it down. I just crocheted it in there because I'm not sewing nothing down in my head. I don't know how to do that, so we're not doing that today. Okay, so I got to the very top to kind of show you guys how I crochet. So this is how you do it. So you're going to have the crochet, you're going to close the latch and put it underneath the braid. Then once you put it underneath the braid, the latch is going to open automatically. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the hair and put it into the hook, close the latch, pull it through. Then you're going to have like a loop. You're going to take one piece of hair, pull it through the loop and pull. That's all. eventually, as I got towards the top, I started breaking apart the little pieces of hair because I wanted it to be, you know, like a little bit more thinner on the top, not so thick. So you know when you start seeing like what your hair is about to look like the bitch you about to be, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me, y'all, because this was coming together. I was so hyped. And then I'm just showing you guys how I kind of finish it all up. You guys can see me do crochet a couple times so you can understand what's going on. And then I'm gonna do some edges. Alright, y'all, that's the end of the video. We're all done. Face is beat. This is what it's giving. Stay tuned for part 2. It's going to give the makeup look and a little story time. We'll see you next time. Peace and blessings, y'all.